Bradley, Berto.
We got
Sueños.
Sueños, baby. That was an 88. Holy shit.
Little practice session here at Cutternation.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We're
sir.
using technology.
First time for everything, man.
Talk some S.
Talk some S.
See how it goes.
Yeah. It's going alright. Rapsoda's tripping though. Very humbling.
Distance.
Yeah.
Distance.
It's all about the angles, right? It's all about the angles.
Distance is valuable,
I think
right?
this thing is lying though. Saying my singles are outs. Fly outs are singles. But you know what? I think I'm just a little salty that Andres is way over the exit ball outs here on me.
Couldn't distance be the most valuable metric as a hitter?
I think so. I think it matters. I think that's what matters. Distance and velo. You know how hard you hit it. There's definitely a correlation on how hard you hit it consistently versus just batting average. I would say the more, like the higher average you have on exit velo and on distance, I would say the better hitter you are. The more chances you have to put up those numbers, because numbers do matter. Everyone says that numbers that don't matter is lying. They for sure matter at some point.
Yeah, how do you measure success as a hitter?
That's a good question. A lot of factors. Depends what kind of hitter you are. Depends on what level you're at. Depends how old you are. Depends if you can win or not. Depends, because really the game is winning. Taylor Ahearn, everybody.
We're shooting a little podcast if you want to come hang out.
Hang out, man. It's Bruce too.
It's funny.
Cutternation beer? Sueños beer?
Sueños Ale?
Or IPA or something? Sueños Ale?
Comes in a sixer, 3 and 3. Each ale has a different like baseball themed, like yours is all in Spanish, like ponche and chocolate, bomba, all the good ones.
I didn't see the entire thing, but
So man,
what up?
came to say hi.
Yeah, I came to say hi. Came to see the Sueños bros. The Swain bros.
Still with the massage gun to the chest, huh?
What's up?
Still with the massage gun to the chest, huh?
Oh yeah. Left side, right side.
Strong side.
Yeah, right.
Right on. Alright man, well, hair looks great. Nice snapback.
Definitely I need a haircut. I need a haircut bad.
Things just opened up.
Exactly. So this is the time to do it for sure.
You sure don't have juice, you need speed. And yeah, you can't, I feel like you really can't be in the middle. You have to either have speed, because you gotta cover ground no matter what position you play. You gotta be able to cover ground, run the bases, and then unless you're hitting, double-digit bombs, and that's all you do, you need speed. Look at everyone else has speed now. Just everyone, shortstop, second baseman, even catchers are getting fucking faster. Third basemen are super athletic and get moved. Left fielders, pitchers even. Pitchers can move better.
That's what's scary about it. That's what's scary offensively is it for a pitcher. If you look at things can get out of hand quickly, right?
Yes.
Like if you get,
sure.
if you're in Puebla, right, and you hit a dumper over the first baseman, that's a double, maybe even a triple, because the right fielder's got to honor the altitude, and he's probably playing 10 steps off the warning track. So then you get a guy on second, and okay, maybe you throw breaking ball or something, and probably gets smoked off the wall, and the guy scores easily, and then just the carousel continues. I saw some dangerous innings when I was there, and it was crazy to watch, like how quickly you could get 12 and 13 runs, but also like how.
I think power and speed, and if you have both, then that's where the money's at. You're talking about where's the money at, but freaking nowadays, Tatis is the perfect fucking example. He's one of the fastest guys in the league. Also, hits some of the most bombs in the league.
Right.
There's a reason why he's super excited.
So that type of guy.
Even Mike Trout is freaking huge, but he freaking runs like a 6'5". I don't know what it is, but he's fast. He plays center field. He has 230, 220, freaking cannon of an arm.
95 from the outfield, easy.
Yeah.
So I'm just in comparison to what I see with you guys, like you have a different style of gameplay. But I think the point is you need those guys. You know, if Mike Trout's going to hit the ball
Yes.
off the wall, it is obviously more valuable if one of the guys in front of him is on the bases, as well as have you guys ever noticed that pitchers out of the stretch aren't as consistent with runners on when they're trying to be quick?
Yeah, they're not thinking about. They have other things in the back of their mind versus just being able to think about what pitch they're throwing.
Yeah.
I think that's a mental thing, being able to zone in on one thing at a time. Like, it's tough for pitchers, because some pitchers get really robotic, they get really rhythmic. The ones that are athletes, they can lock in with runners on base.
Right.
The ones that are not, that are robotic and think about the mechanics all the time, those are the ones that are easy to steal off of. Those are the ones that will probably just leave fastballs down the middle. They were trying to be quick, or they'll walk a bunch of guys. The ones that can focus in on whatever it is what they're doing without all the distractions. Those are the ones that are tough to hit.
You want to
Yes, I'm good on T.
You want to do toss? You want to get straight to machine?
It's up to you guys. I'm
good for machine.
I'm good for machine.
Toss right now?
Okay. Let's go right into machine then. All right, let's get real Rapsodo numbers now. Off a pitcher, off this tee.
Taylor.
Where you at?
What do you think about that?
Say that again?
So we were talking about the different style of players.
Yeah, they do. I went to
Role players, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
dude.
And
All
kind
right,
of
so we went to the
that part of the game is not really. I feel like it's dying in professional baseball.
Well, yeah, you look back at the Red Sox championship team, I don't know what year. Yeah, Dustin Pedroia playing with Big Papi.
Right.
Two different
Completely different
body
styles.
types, ethnicities, players, role players, swings, but they coexist.
Right.
And collectively, they won a championship, which is the ultimate goal in baseball, right? At the highest level. So, what's another lopsided tandem? Maybe Altuve and Correa.
Yeah. I like that lopsided
Right?
tandem.
Lopsided tandem. But it's very. It was a good experience. It's a scarce amount, right? Who else comes to mind? Like the Yankees are all the same body type, but they just play each position, right?
Yeah.
Who else? And you think that's where the game's going nowadays? Or
No,
is
it's
everybody
just, it's just what the popular idea is,
or,
right?
or is
when-
everybody just better, right?
Right.
At that size, and that's I don't know.
Right. I mean, there's kind of an art to each number in the lineup, right?
Yeah.
There's a specific profile
The drive rank yesterday. I'm like, all right, how to get
that you look at championship teams kind of have this,
The blueprint.
right?
The blueprint of collective role players, top, middle, bottom line.
Like it's real peculiar that Bellinger is in situations a lot to drive runs in, right?
Yeah.
A lot. Consistently put into positions of do what you do, right?
Do what you do best. That's all you gotta do is do you
Right.
at the best.
Yeah. Super interesting. All right, will
machine
will
work?
machine work? What's the plan here?
Plan is to just barrel balls up. Barrel balls up.
Find the barrel.
Find the barrel. We're just surfer dudes trying to find barrels. And then we'll do some situational hitting, kind of make it competitive, and see if we can execute.
Beautiful.
How fast is it going for if it's can't be 80 at position? Perfect.
Watch your lips. Bunting. How'd it go?
It's good work. Round one. Round one. Oh my bad. Round one was good. Round two's gotta be better.
Feet to on deck. On deck to hit to live.
The young buck gets Sueños.
The Swain Bros I kind of like that a lot.
Swain Bros is
Swain Bros.
it's the new animated series.
You know what I was thinking? Because esports is such an untapped market. I mean, I think it's slowly starting to get there, right? Is to sponsor like a kid, right? And whatever video game is popular, and have him stream or whatever with the Sueños shirt or a hat. You know what I'm saying? And eventually pay for his trips, hotel tournaments or whatever. Esports team or something. I feel like people don't look into that or.
For the future.
Yeah, it's trying to figure video games are like the future. But like the actual sport esports collab. Yeah. Like I was thinking is Famous Gamer and Garrett Cole. They play video games on the big jumbotron at the stadium before the game.
Oh.
Huh.
What game are they playing?
I don't know. Warzone, whatever you got, kids are playing nowadays.
Get angry. Ball hums. What do you like? What do you like hitting off the machine? What do you like about it?
It's as game-like as possible, next to a live arm. You know. That's pretty much it.
So seeing velo is important to you.
Velo at a distance, yeah.
Velo at a distance.
Velo at a distance.
That's a separate thing. Can you explain that?
So velo, you get velo off of you know L or a guy throwing from an L screen, right? Shorter distance, it's tougher, but it's not as game-like as velo at a distance, right? Anything as close as you can get to a pitcher or a game situation, I think that's always gonna be the bar, right? The goal, the standard. To anything game-like, you always want to try to train or replicate as best you can in training, right? Of course, when you get to your team, you're gonna have machine, you'll have live bullpens, you know, you can stand in, and you can jump in whenever you want, or you can before scrimmages and stuff. So I think you just gotta be prepared as you would be in any game, any situation. And yeah, kind of rambled a little bit, but
You're up.
It's a good ramble.
That's alright. It's okay. What's you throwing?
I don't know. You whatever you had it on. You know you can low. Miss it. Right? If you square it up, you don't smell shit. But if you miss it, it smells really good. But if you can smell it, you know you missed it.
Right.
You know. Shout out to Freddie Vargas.
What was that? You almost had a what?
Almost had a casualty.
Is that what you call when you lose one?
Yeah, casualty, dead homie. RIP, whatever you want to call it. Tater Bass though. Coming in clutch, just got jammed high and in off the 85 mile an hour machine.
Machine's a little
Stay
different,
safe.
huh?
Yeah, a little ripping.
Tell me about that one eye stuff.
Oh, one eye training. Just like awesome. Oh fuck, I gotta.
He'll be back. You gotta stay in the rotation.
Yeah, like Oscar was talking about, you gotta make practice harder than the game somehow. And way for me to get better hand-eye coordination is hitting with one eye open at a time. It's like training each eye individually, then you see which one's weaker. It's the same way you train on one leg. You know, you find the imbalances, and it makes it harder. So then by the time you get your coordination down with one eye, then boom, you get to two eyes, now it's way easier. So it's one way just to make your training harder and to be able to hit 95, because all you do is tee and front toss, then all right, then you expect to hit 95 in the game now.
Where did you learn this?
Cass actually told me about it, and I'm surprised I haven't thought about it sooner. I was like, he was feeding the machine. He goes, hey, sorry if I'm if I'm a little off. I'm trying to put it with one eye open, put him in the machine with only one eye open. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, I'm just trying to train each eye. I was like, oh, let me try that with hitting. and it was a lot harder to freaking hit. But then we used 2 eyes, made it way easier. So
Colin Wong does it.
Colin Wong, Trevor Bauer did it too. Trevor Bauer just posted on it. He was throwing bullpens. He was throwing live ABs, going 1 eye open.
Was he?
Yeah. Remember that he called out like a Cooney or something, but it's like, hey, I'm gonna strike a Cooney out going 1 eye. Same thing. Hand eye coordination.
You can shoot a free throw with no eyes, but you can't swing a bat with no eyes. That's a Kobe reference there. R.I.P. One of the GOATs.
Anniversary.
Oh no, that was MJ. That was MJ.
Was it MJ?
Did Kobe do that?
I don't know. I'm not sure. MJ was a baseball guy. I know Kobe was a little bit of a baseball guy, but Kobe didn't try to play professionally.
No. He, I don't think he would have been as good as Michael Jordan.
Totally. I find your swing very interesting.
Say that again?
I find your swing very interesting.
I find it very interesting as well.
Right. You have such a great plan of attack.
I have a pretty good approach. My swing's not that great though.
No, I think matching for what your strategy is, yeah. I think you're doing exactly what you know you can do.
I think we always want to improve, right? But it's just tough. It's tough to succeed with higher velo, right? Better pitching. 'Cause I've tried a lot of different swing adjustments, but on toss, on BP. But once you get to the game, well, I don't think I've had that transfer as easy to like a live arm, right? And I just go back to what I've had with results game as you get older, right? And so that's kind of my process. Like every offseason, oh, I gotta get better. I gotta hit more doubles, more bombs. And so I try to generate something, and then I use it on a live arm, and I don't feel comfortable, and I go back to what I've had success with, right? And so that's kind of like the inner struggle, right? So
The inner struggle. That's interesting. The inner struggle. So you know what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
You know that there is definitely more in the tank,
Yeah.
but you find yourself
Reverting to
right.
results.
Right. Which is a result-driven business,
It
right?
is. So
Especially at the level you're at. It's so competitive. You got, how many young 17, 18-year-old kids coming up behind you thinking that they can take your job?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
It's a different thing, right?
It is. And so, like that, they would have more margin of error. So with me, I'm 28 years old, right? So it's all about producing. Get the job done, right? Just like any business. You're a worker, right? Do your job. You do your job right. You come back the next day and you get paid. Do it again, and so on. As soon as you stop doing your job, there's a red flag. Oh, okay. Do we need to get another worker? And if that continues, you get replaced, right? You're trying to work for a higher goal for a business, right? Higher goal is to win a championship, make the company more money, right? So
Be more valuable to the
be
company.
more valuable. That's a good term.
So do you think that at the level you're at in the league that you're at, that social media has influence on the ownerships yet?
As far as recruiting, or as far as like how they play the game, how they manage?
If a player had 1 million followers, don't you think he'd be valuable to that team?
The Tim Tebow effect? Is that what you're kind of trying to go at?
Yeah.
Yeah. They could, right?
But I'm not saying more like Tim Tebow. I'm saying like Ryan Sheckler and skateboarding.
Gotcha.
Like a superstar.
Yeah.
Right.
There's obviously some value to it, you know what I mean? Because there's eyes and there's people and it's reach. But when it comes down to it on the baseball, on the baseball team, it's
What's the goal, right?
job.
What's the goal of the company, right? Is it to generate more money, or is it to win championships?
Well,
Right.
money could buy you a championship,
It could.
championships can make you more money.
right?
So it definitely goes hand in hand.
So ultimately the goal of winning has to happen,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. That's like concrete.
So I guess a safety net could be for professional ball players alone, simply to have the biggest following, to allow yourself to have the biggest room for error, So if you have a bad month,
Yeah.
right? You have a bad month, or you have a bad month, what happens?
You turn to the phone. Well, I mean,
You're probably done, right? You're probably
talking about in terms of playing right now.
right.
Yeah,
I'm saying like a real bad month,
Yeah.
not like a bad week with a bounce back or something like that. Like you just.
Yeah, margin of error is very small for guys like, especially guys like us, you know. Yeah.
It's a different thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a completely different idea.
Versus the guy who has all the tools but can't really hit in the game.
And he's had experience, so he's gonna get more shots, more opportunities, you know.
Right. Right. The guy that's been in playoffs more, stuff like that, right? Say it again.
Don't suck.
Basically. If you don't like it, play better.
Taylor Ahearn, everybody. Mr. Daily Training Guy. One of the most dedicated I've ever seen. Not surprised. He's a psycho.
We're about 3 different shades of purple today.
Yes.
I'm all about it.
Sorry, ladies. He is taken. Big time taken.
Big time taken.
Shout out Bianca.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Maybe
You
an
having a
L.
good day at work?
Maybe an L bomb. Want to drop an L bomb?
Huh? What? I love you.
I said. All right, so we were talking about like deciding what is good and quality in baseball and stuff, and I think through my experience, you know, I have three distinct moments of championships that I've won with teams to where right after that happened, I was able to improve my career level, my status, or my, you know, experience, right? And so, you know, even asking this young guy over here, you know, I asked him if he's ever won a championship. I'm not talking about a tournament championship. I'm talking about a real season, right? Because baseball is a season with playoffs. That's what baseball is.
Journey, right? The long term,
Right.
long season.
And you got to be able to beat the same guys at the end of the season that you faced at the beginning of the season. So there's another rematch. We just don't see that right now because it's a different climate. So how do you know if you're good if you're not facing the same guy each time? Who has the advantage then?
I think you just have to go off what you have right now, because everybody is right? Everybody's facing different teams. You just got to do the best you can, and then eventually you'll get exposed, right? That's my biggest thing in playoffs, especially in the big leagues. You'll get exposed if you're a dude. If you're like live for the lights, you'll get exposed. Versus like, or if you're a pretender during the season, right? You'll get exposed at the highest pressure, at the highest level. And I saw that with Puig the first 2 years of playoffs. His whole season lights out, right? Then he gets in the playoffs, starts striking out, starts, you know, doing bad, right? And then he turned it on to his last kind of career in the playoffs. But his first couple playoffs, man, right? Kershaw is another name, right? People want to say. Lights out during the season, but then playoffs. So eventually I think you will get exposed, whether you're a dude or you're just pretending to be a dude, right? Eventually. Can't really hide in this sport.
One is alive, man.
Can't really hide.
You can take the Machino?
Yeah, I think you're old.
Let me get Taylor, dude. Taylor's been dealing all day. Fuck.
Just fastball.
Taylor's been dealing all day.
Dealing all day. Not a big deal.
Take life too.
Yeah, you can see.
Yeah.
Chat.
This basket ain't nice broken in though. Will it read fun? Will it read fun?
Got that. See that? You know?
Down. One more round, one more football round.
It's cooking.
That's the knife, and we're just pumpkins on Halloween. You put 2 and 2 together. Knife, pumpkins on Halloween. See what I mean? What's gonna happen? Huh?
Say it again.
That's the knife, and we're the pumpkins.
We're the pumpkins on Halloween.
Yeah, we're just.
Jack-o'-lantern. Sueño lantern. What's the situation?
So we'll do 8. We're gonna do 8 of them. 1-1 counts. We got freaking the Cy Young of the Cy Youngs on the mound. Just gotta weather the storm, you know? Try to execute. And just give it your best shot, you know? That's all we can do, guys. Give it your best shot out there. Okay? You'll sleep better. Trust me.
Good number on spin.
I saw a fastball spin at 3,000 the other day, and the 3,000.
Nice.
That's, I mean, 2,000 is most everybody's goal for a fastball spin, but like curveballs.
Okay.
So the more spin you get,
So these things are gotta be close to 3,000.
right? That thing is cooking.
3 to be able to, because it's coming that way, to spin it, just turn it around.
Right.
Turn it around at 3. That's
First and second.
It's spinning. It's moving.
Right down the cap. Go foul.
in, over a little bit. Look, he's gonna do one of these. Yep, and I'm standing right there.
That's 3 singles in a row.
He's salty. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Single.
No
That's
bait heat. No bait heat.
single. Another. It's a little bit of a rip. 81. 12.6 launch angle.
We're on third and field in.
Ooh, runner on third. Infield in.
Oh, no, that's foul.
Out.
No, that's foul. That's.
Oh, first baseman got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of room in the foul territory over there.
We're in the polo grounds. There's unlimited foul territory.
Go runner on second here. Sueños versus Cutternation in some tournament in the future.
Taylor Ahearn on the mound.
Taylor Ahearn.
Ahearn.
Taylor Ahearn.
Ahearn, yeah.
Is that your Latin pronunciation?
Oh.
It's an out.
We go to the losers bracket. Who we playing? Dirty Birds? No.
Losers bracket.
Losers bracket.
Who we playing? Who's out there? Who's another combo out there?
Sluggos.
Sluggos.
I don't know if you would see the platoon in the losers bracket.
Platoon? No, let's go platoon.
Platoon?
Platoon here.
All right, Sal. Shout out to Sal with the platoon. Been swimming in Oscar's head since the NABA tournament. Been swimming.
Should've won it.
Oh,
That's a
same
shot.
thing, just
That's
like
a shot.
Arizona.
Oh, Jeter makes the play up the middle.
All right, give me a feel good. Give me a feel good. Last situation.
Real good situation.
Bases juice, no outs.
You know what? We're gonna,
It doesn't really get any better than that.
we're gonna do it for my vegan folks out there. Vegans versus non-vegans.
There's carnivores.
Carnivores. Last one here.
I'm on the carnivore diet.
Yeah. Up and lose.
Ah, I didn't see it.
Strike 1.
1-2.
1, 2. One more guy.
That's straight up. Didn't calibrate. Didn't
Foul
calibrate.
ball. Must be
Missed
foul
it.
ball.
Foul ball.
Gotta be
Foul
foul.
ball.
Alright, that's one. No matter what here. Scout downer.
Oh, dumper though?
No, it's no. Alright, let me get it just filled in. That's one.
For all those people, all your podcast listeners, for baseball players, if you say one more, that means 2. Just gotta add a 0. Here we go. He said one more about 3 pitches ago. Number 5. Number 5.
Cool. Look good from here.
Oh yeah. There it is.
Single.
A little too late, man.
You want another one of this?
I'm good.
Okay, I'm good. Come on, 2.
Let it eat. Tough pitch.
That's not 4-4 hole.
That's an out.
Sit down. 87 off the bat though. Run on first.
Yeah.
Better barrel, but an out.
Good barrel, good barrel.
Better barrel, but an out. First and second.
Oh, thumbs. Leave him at the plate. Out. Almost a flare. Looks like it was a flare to the 6 hole. That thumb's haunting you, huh?
Yep. First and third. Here we go.
Yeah, my thumb's down too.
Yep. Get my ass beat over here.
Don't you need a thumper?
I was straight.
You need a thumper.
I had one. Remember when I hurt my thumb? I don't know where I lost it after the first time I used it. First and third. Give me something.
Give me something. Out.
Straight up in the air, huh?
Tough.
Tough crowd.
Hey. Hall of Fame defense out there.
Second and third.
There's got to be a way to turn it off all Madden, you know?
Foul ball. Up on the line. Nothing.
You're out.
No dumper.
No, you're out.
Run on third. Actually, yeah. Run on third. Infield is back. That's the job done.
Good work.
Gets the job done right there.
Situational baseball.
Situational baseball. That's how you produce right there.
Sueños baseball.
Alright, infield is now in.
You play to win the game. Oh!
That's it.
Big
And a
rocket.
single. And a single.
One level score.
Hey, you produce, you get the run in. Doesn't matter what it looks like. One ass out like
Put
that.
that guy in the twerk video.
Alright, last 2. Bases juice. Here we go.
Oh,
One for it all.
big heater. Big heater.
Game up.
1 and 2.
I had a little life on it.
Down by 5. We're gonna tie it up here. Down by 5. Gotta tie it up here. My high school coach, I'll forget it. So, Brad, fucking can't tie the game up right now. I'm watching me. Down by like 6. Down by 6. 1 runner on. Alright, bases juice here. 1, 2.
Oh, did he get it?
Thumper. Don't be a sack fly with the bases juice. Alright. Game winner. Who's playing?
Who's playing here?
Sack fly at 271? It's risky.
I'm running
Probably.
on 271. I'm running.
Yeah. What's your minimum?
Hey, playing the milkman.
I don't know. Probably 200. I don't know. 200 might is depending on who's out there. 200, maybe 230. I'm gonna test that on unless I've seen it. You know, you got to catch it, make a good throw. You got to catch it and put a tag. The odds are in my favor, I would say, on the sack fly.
Playing the milkman.
Oh yeah,
Playing
good.
the leche.
I'm with the Black Sox playing against the Milkmen. I'm
The leche.
Stacey Taylor Ahearn.
You gotta play the leche.
Ahearn. With the Black Sox no tool right here. Milwaukee.
It's cold, it's snowing. Oh, I threw.
Get through.
Single.
Walk it off.
Shortstop had him all the way down the hole.
Down the line.
Based on his, his flare. His flare.
Dumpers. Third baseman is in. It has to watch the ball.
Shortstop was playing too much 5-5. Sneaks right in. Just like a teenager sneaking back in after curfew. Sneaks right in.
Sneaks right in.
Alright, Andres. Last round for Andres. Oh, yeah!
Did he? Single, 90.
Ball smoke.
Yep. Toasted.
It's a knock in any division, any
All divisions. It plays in all divisions.
any weight class, any gender, any país. Everybody know who país or what país means? Just Spanish up. Any país.
Paisas.
Paisas, similar. Similar.
Foul ball. $93.8.
Second and third? Second and third? Oh, outside.
Ball.
Outside. 2-1.
Ball. Ooh.
They're getting over.
Second baseman made a play.
Run on third and go back.
It only went 119. It's a ground ball. Little one hopper. Oh, that's a shot.
It's a single.
Single.
It comes in.
All the single ladies. What?
Ace of juice. Ace of juice. No, we did not.
He did.
You got him?
I got him. Oh no. Oh no. She gone.
So hit, just hit. Go one more swing. One more swing.
Yes.
Last
Hit it,
swing.
push at it.
Last swing. Make it count. We'll be fine.
Alright, now hey, it's game winner.
Game winner.
Game winner. Run us.
We're facing the same guy. Taylor Ahearn. Taylor Ahearn.
Oh, seems about right. Rounding it out. One more for the content.
Make it explode here.
Seems about right.
I jumped. I got jumped. I jumped. Woo. Woo. Painted.
He's scared.
Painted. That's a Taylor. That's a Taylor spot too.
Oh, so good, huh?
99.8 for an out. Almost a hundo, but you're out.
One pitch here. One pitch. One swing. It's called school.
Taylor with the most infectious laugh.
It's called books.
Taylor, how the sticks been running?
It's all right, I've been crushed, but it's all good.
Yeah?
The teammates and the camaraderie are all that matters. Eric, Brady, shout out to you guys.
That's for the
We'll get a
funnest.
dub soon.
That's for the funnest.
Yeah, we'll get a dub soon. Maybe tonight, we'll see.
Gotta do what you gotta do, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Taylor with
Hey,
the
can we
jokes.
get a close up? On Taylor Ahearn. Fresh Swain Bros. Snap back. That's pretty. And his traps. Get his traps. Get the traps. Get the traps.
Traps are huge.